Hello, Critical Conversation Bros here. I'm Behold Greatness, and this is
Top Rope Bubba.
Oh yeah, and we're here with our weekly special, the football picks for 2024 right now.
Heck yeah, it's
Wow.
football season, guys.
Oh yeah, this guy's repping the Ravens. Of course, I'm an Eagles fan. You already know. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Wearing my sombrero because these picks are going to be spicy.
Like a chili spicy.
Oh yeah. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the divisions.
All right.
First division, the New York Jets, New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills. Who's winning this division?
I am going to go with the Finns, the Miami Dolphins.
All right. I'm on board with that. I can dig it. But I'm going to flip. Picking the Jets. Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, Jets.
So you're going for Fireman Ed.
That's right. Fireman Ed's going to be a happy guy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's jump over.
We're in the AFC North, the best division in football, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do you got?
I think we're going to agree on this one. I got Baltimore winning this division.
Well, I'm not agreeing with you. Because I'm agreeing with you. Of course I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
I would be dumb not to. Yeah.
Let's keep it moving right along.
Just as long as there's no massage tables around.
Anyway, so let's move to the AFC South. We got Jacksonville Jaguars, the Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, and the Tennessee Titans. Who's winning this division? This is kind of like a muddled group here.
I'm going with...
Also powered by Duncan.
Team down south in the Houston Texans.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, Duncan.
The Houston Texans are clearly the best team in this division for me. Yeah, they're winning it. Moving on. What is this? The AFC West.
West, yeah.
We got Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers, the Las Vegas Raiders, which is still weird to say, and the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm glad you didn't say Oakland.
I almost did. Who's winning this division?
Unfortunately, as much as I don't want to say it, even though they're going to lose in week 1 to the Baltimore Ravens, I got to go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right. I am going to have to go right there with you. The Kansas City Chiefs are winning this division, and I mean in a runaway.
You're probably right.
Moving on to the NFC.
Probably by like week 8, they could probably bench Patrick Mahomes and they'd be okay.
That's possible. But let's get to the NFC
East.
Keep moving. Ooh, man.
Your division. We got the Philadelphia Fly Eagles Fly, the New York Terrible Giants, the Washington Commanders.
What is a commander?
Good question. And then you got... they want to call it America's team, but I feel like a lot more people just like the Cowboys than like them. So, but the Cowboys.
They did pay CD Lamb. Good
Who
call.
do you got?
Listen, all the haters are going to regret picking against them. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby! Winning this division.
So, I've been really on the fence on this division, and it's not because of the Dallas Cowboys. I think Washington is going to be right up there. But just because I don't want to go with my heart and not my gut, I'm going to pick the Eagles to win this division. So.
Moving right along to the NFC North.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, and Detroit Lions. What a spicy division this is.
Spicy?
Yeah, buddy.
Spicy.
This could be the most competitive division in football. I'm calling it now.
It could be. I am going to stick with my last year's pick. And the happy to see doing well team of Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I mean, this is hard to pick against the Detroit Lions. They're so loaded with talent. I'm picking the Detroit Lions, too. But it is going to be a one-game difference in who wins this division.
And we got a new rookie in that division, Caleb Williams, who I think is going to turn some heads. At first, I was going to be like, well, he's going to be a drama, a cancer, but he has looked really good in training camp and preseason.
They put a good team around him.
And they are loaded at wide receiver. So, we'll see what this young guy can do. It's going to be fun and exciting.
It really is.
All right, we're moving to the NFC South, right?
Ooh, okay.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got the New Orleans Saints, the Carolina Panthers, and the Atlanta Falcons. Who do you got?
This is going to be a closer division too, but I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons in that dome. They're going to win probably 11, 12 games.
I think it's going to be a very close division race between two teams. I think it's going to come down to Tampa Bay and Atlanta, but I think Atlanta will ultimately win with new quarterback of Kirk Cousins and that powerhouse of an offense that they have put around him with wide receivers, and I think Bijan is going to be one of them people to watch out for. So
yeah. Hope you have him on your fantasy team.
I will go with Atlanta.
Big one here. The NFC West, Los Angeles Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers, and the Arizona Cardinals. Who you got?
I think I'm going to pick a crazy winner on this division. Just because I kind of want to be a little different from you and some other people. I think we're going to see the reemergence of Kyler Murray. And I think, you think you're wearing that sombrero to be spicy, buddy. My spicy pick of that division will be the Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona winning that division.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to join in the little bit of craziness. I think San Francisco kind of has a little downfall, a little hangover. Doesn't win the division. But I think it's the Los Angeles Rams who bring back some high-flying offense and some smash-mouth defense in the competition, and they're separated by like a game and win that division.
You're right. All right, so that's who's winning the division. So, all right, we'll go with the 3 AFC wildcard teams. Who are your 3 choices?
Miami, Jacksonville, and boy, this is truly tough. If we have a healthy Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals.
All right. My 3, I'm going to agree with you kind of, in a way, maybe. The Jets. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. And my 3rd team. Wow, this is a tough one for me.
It is. Gotta pick, though.
I think there's somehow, some way, Indy makes the playoffs.
Anthony Richardson could have a big year.
So that's my 3 wildcard picks for the AFC.
Let's get right to the NFC then, buddy.
All right. I think, the Washington Commanders make a return with that young rookie quarterback of Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
I think Tampa Bay makes the other wild card, and my 3rd wild card pick. This one's a very, very tough one for me. Actually, scratch that. I take Washington back. My bad. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay, San Francisco.
Okay.
And I think the 3rd wild card team will be the Green Bay Packers.
Fair enough. I think we're gonna agree a lot here in this situation. I got San Fran as the top wild card. Green Bay. And ready for this surprise? Brrr. Oh, man. New Orleans somehow finds a way.
Okay. All right. All right. It's tough because I think we're going to have a topsy-turvy season for sure.
It's going to be a lot of muddled, close
There
teams.
is a lot of teams that have different quarterbacks this year, rookie quarterbacks, free agent quarterbacks. I think it's going to be a very crazy season.
MVP.
All right. Wow. You're splinging that on me already.
That's right. That's right.
Ooh. They do it AFC MVP and NFC MVP, or just all one MVP?
I think it's just one.
That's what I thought. All right. I've been thinking about this pretty hard.
There's a lot of players that fit this bill, man, depending on how this season goes. It's not easy. I know we're not picking Kermit the Frog.
You have your AFC pick or MVP pick?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
All right, man.
Let me think a little harder.
As much as this pains me to say, and it's going to shock the world, Bijan Robinson, 1,000 season, 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving, going to have an incredible, mind-blowing year. MVP Bijan. First time a running back's going to win it in a long time.
Okay. All right. That kind of blew me out of the way. All right. I think I've made my decision. I have him on quite a few of my fantasy rosters. And I think we're still going to go with the quarterback route. I think none other than Mr. C.J. Stroud will win MVP.
Fair enough.
But I think it's going to be a tight battle, and I think one of your guys, Mr. Saquon Barkley, will be right up there in the MVP because we will actually get to see what he did in college for our boys. We are Penn State.
Which they won, by the way.
I think he's gonna show us what he's truly made of. So.
Offensive Player of the Year.
All right. I guess you can have an Offensive Player of the Year and not win MVP, right? No?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's happened many times.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with he's a Baltimore Raven. He's on a new team this year.
Oh, a big dump truck.
He is going to unleash his youth, and he's going to prove to everybody that he is still the king. Mr. King Henry himself. Derrick Henry.
Okay. I'm going to go a different direction, and I'm picking Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings because Sam Darnold is going to find him a lot. He's going to have a record-breaking season.
I would like to see that. Sam Darnold hasn't had that opportunity. So
and let me tell you something.
Pretty exciting.
Jefferson's going to remind everybody why he did get paid because he's healthy.
That's good. I mean, he deserves it. So, and it helps one of my fantasy teams. So
Yes, it does.
I'll take it.
What's next?
We got a Defensive Player of the Year.
Ooh, man. Defensive Player of the Year. This is like splitting hairs. This is really, really tough. There's a lot of ways this can go. I've thought long and hard about this. And I just feel that it's not going to be TJ Watt. I think Myles Garrett hears all the talk and he has an incredible bounce-back season and reminds everybody that he is the best all-around defensive player in the NFL.
All right. I mean, it's not a bad pick. But I'm not trying to stick on my Ravens bandwagon here. But he came so close last year. And he just changed his name back to Namdi. I think Mr. Namdi will get his sack total up just a bit higher. And he's going to be forced to be reckoned with.
Good old Metabike, okay.
Metabike. But it's going to be pretty close because I tell you, boy, Kyle Hamilton will help ball out too because he knows he's got that contract coming. So, Baltimore, you better save some money because you can't let him get out of the building.
Moving on. Rookie of the Year.
Man, this is tough. Here's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Caleb Williams.
Hard to go against that. I can see that argument, but I think there's another rookie quarterback starting, and I think Jaden Daniels gives him that run for his money.
I mean, it's gonna be a good one because I mean you got a bunch of rookie wide receivers that are up there too that are gonna ball out, and one's in Chicago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a definitely. But I mean, either way, all the rookie quarterbacks that are in this year's draft, I think, are gonna be exciting to watch. Maybe, I think Drake May is gonna struggle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun watching Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams for sure.
Surprise player of the year.
I'm gonna stick with my one division pick. I think that will be Kyler Murray. I think he's going to, with that youth of Marvin Harrison on that team, I think he's gonna be back healthy. I think you're gonna see the old Kyler Murray, and I think he's gonna be that one surprise shock player of the year.
You ready for this one?
Sure, go ahead.
DeAndre Swift with close to 1,500 yards rushing. Absolutely exploding in that Chicago Bears offense.
Hey, and again, I'll be happy with that because he is on one of my fantasy teams.
I just think he's primed for an absolutely humongous year because there's going to be so much pressure off of him that I think he just thrives.
And I'd be happy with that because, I mean, I kind of feel like he kind of got the crappy end of the stick with the Eagles. I mean, granted, Saquon's more talented than him, but I do feel that it's kind of a crappy exit, but it is a business.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he'll kind of have a mini chip on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'd be and he wasn't bad when he was in Detroit, so I think I agree with you. I think that could be it's a good pick.
Last but not least, there.
Comeback Player of the Year.
This is tough. I think it really comes down to 3 quarterbacks and possibly even 4. But I just think he has the better year of all these guys and most weapons. I think Kirk Cousins really puts on a show.
All right. I thought we were going to agree on this, so I'll take that. You can take Kirk Cousins. I'm going to stick with Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Which I can see that one as well.
But yeah, they're both. Who is your third? I'm curious.
Kyler Murray.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, all 3 of them are definitely in that running too, and I think all 3 are gonna have great years. So.
Absolutely. All right, now it's time to get down to the picks.
Week 1, we're starting already. Baltimore. I can't believe my team's first Thursday night football against those back-to-back Super Bowl Kansas City Chiefs. They aren't going back to back, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I think it's gonna be a close game as always. When you put these 2 teams together, it usually comes down to the last 1 or 2 drives, the end of the quarter, who can make that play. But obviously, I gotta go with my Baltimore Ravens, right? Yeah, I'd be dumb not to.
You and me both, buddy. I'm picking against the Chiefs because I just can't stand them. I don't want to deal with Kermit the Frog. Baltimore wins. Second game.
And I think Derrick Henry is going to have a monster first game. So
It should. Big game in Brazil. Friday night. Green Bay.
Wait, did you say Friday night?
We're having Friday night lights in Brazil.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Green Bay versus my Philadelphia Eagles, and you already know I got to pick Philly. I'm repping Philly all day, baby.
I've definitely been on the fence really hard about this because I think it's going to be another great game.
It will be.
I think it's going to be really the team that battles that time change and layover and everything else. But I think I'm going to have to go with the Eagles on this, as I think they got a little bit more playmakers on offense. And
Mr. Jahan Dotson,
so I'm gonna
first game
as
an Eagle.
I mean that wide receiver duo of A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and freaking Jahan Dotson. That's And then you add freaking Goddard in there, and it's Saquon. Like,
Yeah.
that's tough, man. That's tough. I mean, I'm glad you're an Eagles fan because that's gonna be exciting to watch. I mean, probably as excited to. We don't have very many receivers as you do, but I'm definitely excited to see Derrick Henry. So, and I think Rashad Bateman's a guy that you don't want to sleep on this year. I think he's healthy. So
healthy, he could be something.
All right, we're that's our games. So we'll get to the rest of the schedule here. We got Pittsburgh versus Atlanta. Who do you got?
It's at Atlanta, and I don't have a lot of faith in Russell Wilson right now until he shows me a little more. This will be a closer game than what most think because we got to just give Pittsburgh credit. Their defense keeps them in games, but Atlanta wins.
Yeah, I'm not picking against Pittsburgh just because I don't like Pittsburgh and because they're in the division, but Atlanta's the better team. The only way Pittsburgh really stays in this game is if J.J. Watt decides to wreck everything. And
you mean TJ?
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right. He's a lot like his brother. Very disruptive.
But yeah, it's the only way they're staying in this game is if the defense wreaks havoc. And Kirk Cousins is rusty coming back from his injury. Outside of that, Atlanta's definitely winning this game.
Next game, Arizona at Buffalo.
I'm going with my Cardinals. I think Cardinals are going to pull that upset.
Whoa. In Buffalo?
You put money on that, boy. I think Arizona's going to come out and be like, look, we are here. We can face the top teams.
Listen, there's going to be 315 fat luchador dressed guys up there in Buffalo going through tables. They will not let the energy run down. Buffalo gets that first win.
All right, we have one deferred game between us.
Yes, sir.
And by the way, we are going to make sure we keep track.
And we have not discussed these picks ahead of time. This is completely off the top.
And if you all want to join, we got a Discord channel. I post a thing in there, push your picks in there, and we will keep track of those also. And whoever wins, whoever plays, will get one piece of free merchandise at the end of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
All right, next game we got Tennessee at Chicago.
Wow. In the Windy City.
Yeah, it's first game of Caleb Williams' career. You got the high-flying offense. Tennessee is I think Will Levis will take a step forward, but I don't think that team is ready yet. So I'm going with the Chicago Bears.
Tennessee on the road. I'm picking Chicago too.
Yeah.
Next one, we got the New England Patriots at the Cincinnati Bengals. There's a lot up in the air here. Jamar Chase going to play? This has impact.
I'm going to shock the world in this crazy pick of... I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals. It's not even a question, folks. It might be a beatdown.
I think Chase or no Chase, this is a blowout game. Cincinnati.
Yeah. All right, we got Houston at the Indianapolis Colts.
This is a close game.
Mm-hmm.
Super close game. I mean, down to the wire. But Houston proves their mental toughness and wins.
I think Houston Texans will win this game, but I agree with you. I think it's going to be C.J. Stroud, and I think Anthony Richardson will have a coming out party. I think it's going to be a very close game, and it's probably going to be one of the best games to watch in Week 1. So, moving on, we got Jacksonville at Miami.
Wow. What a battle.
Yeah, it's going to be...
This is going to be, mark my words, game of the week.
Oh, okay.
I think this is a fantastic game, and I think Miami comes out on top. High scoring.
I don't know about game of the week. I don't know about it. I think it's going to be a little bit of a battle, but I think in the end Miami is going to pull away. Tua got that new contract. I don't think it's going to get rid of that chip on his shoulder. He still has something to prove. He still has people to shut up. So I think Tua is still going to have another good year, and Tyreek's getting another year older, so he knows they gotta make hay this year. So, and they got few people on my fantasy team, so they do well. So, all right. We got Carolina at New Orleans.
This is not a good game. This is going to be sloppy, and Bryce Young is going to look terrible. And that New Orleans team wins.
Yeah,
Panic button's getting hit.
I think Carolina at the end of this year will definitely be a little worried because Bryce Young, I don't think is NFL made. Maybe a backup, maybe. I think New Orleans will win this game just because Derek Carr is a better quarterback. And I really hope Derek Carr does have a good year because I'm kind of tired of hearing people say how not good he is. He's probably better than, I don't know, I'd say at least 40% of the quarterbacks.
No, yeah,
right
easily.
Now. And I would gladly take him over one of the quarterbacks in the next set of games we have. So, yeah.
Wow. This next set of games, Minnesota at New York Giants. It's a dumpster fire, buddy.
Yeah. That one quarterback I'm speaking of is Daniel Jones, because I think, panic paid him. I don't know why. I don't know what they're thinking, because Daniel Jones is not going to be there after this year. He is. And he's not just saying that because he's an Eagles fan. He is just that terrible.
Yeah. I'd rather have Tommy DeVito.
I think, to be honest with you, by week 3, if we're even lucky it makes it that long, them Giants fans are going to be calling for Tommy Cutlets DeVito.
Who wins this game?
Minnesota easily. I think Sam Darnold's going to have a good game. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison going to play?
No, he's out.
Okay.
First couple.
Either way, I don't think it matters. I think Sam Darnold's going to do enough that they really won't have to do too much to even win that game. But, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So.
And Aaron Jones is going to have a nice little showing. Right?
Yeah, I keep forgetting Aaron Jones is in Minnesota because I keep thinking, nice. I was like, who is our running back? But, yeah. And he deserves. It's kind of weird seeing him. It'll be weird seeing him in a purple uniform. Yeah, well, to be honest. But
that traitor.
Yeah.
Las Vegas versus.
Obviously, you're going with Minnesota, right?
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. Let's move on with that because it's not even close. Las Vegas at the Los Angeles Chargers. This is like a not so good game. This could be a stinker too.
I think this will be another upset. I'm going with the Las Vegas Raiders. I think.
Sorry, what?
Mr. Jorts himself, Gardner Minshew, has enough power in there that he has Brock Bowers, Devontae Adams. Zahir White, I think, is our running back. I don't know.
Fantasy sleeper, by the way.
I just think the Chargers are that team that you can't trust. Even though Justin Herbert is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, he just needs to get on a better team.
Huh, he reminds me a lot of Phillip Rivers rotting away there.
100% agree.
How about that one?
And I don't think they just have the offensive power to. I do hope Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins does play really well there. Former Ravens, they're players that I'm going to root for, so... But I do think that is one of my upset picks will be the Las Vegas Raiders.
I am picking the Chargers, but only because of not 1, but 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns from Gus in the debut. Going to be very fantasy viable and the top pickup.
I mean, I'll be happy for that. He is on the bench of one of my fantasy teams, so...
Next, we got Denver at Seattle. Wow. This is interesting. And they were really terrible trade partners.
Yeah. We got Bo Nix versus Geno Smith.
Wow. Dare I ask, do you believe
in Bo?
Bo Nix.
Different sport, but got it. I still got to go with, I think Seattle's going to win this game.
Fair enough. I'm picking Denver. I think Denver goes on the road, has a great game, and Bo Nix proves he belongs.
All right. All right, we got Dallas at Cleveland.
What a defensive struggle this
obviously
could be.
The return of Amari Cooper playing his former team. And do we get to see the old Houston quarterback of Deshaun Watson, or do we get to see the current massage table quarterback of Deshaun Watson?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think this is a very defensive-ridden game here. First one to 24, probably.
Okay.
Cleveland with the upset.
Man, I thought we were going different on this. I guess,
I had to pick Cleveland with the upset.
I was going with Cleveland with the upset too, because
all the drama that surrounded Dallas all offseason is going to have some sort of effect.
To be honest, I want to see Deshaun Watson do well. He has so much talent, and he's not done anything. So, again, I'm just going to pick Cleveland because I think their defense is a little better than Dallas's, and Dallas chokes a lot.
For me, it has less to do with talent and more to do with all the distractions all offseason.
That's true.
And regardless of what you want to say, I don't think bringing Zeke back in the fold there helps that culture in there at all.
No.
So, I think they are due for some serious regression.
Yeah.
Washington at Tampa Bay.
I think this is going to be another good game to watch for sure.
Oh, it should be. This is in Tampa.
This one's a tough one, man. I think I'm going to go with Tampa Bay just because I think Jaden Daniels is going to do really well, but I think there is going to be a point in the game maybe he struggles a little bit. I do like Baker a lot. I've liked Baker when he was in Cleveland. He just got the crappy end of that stick, and he has kind of proven himself in Tampa Bay. Again, this is a very hard choice to pick, and I think it's going to be a very good game, but I got to go with Tampa in the end.
Mike Evans going to play a huge role in this game. Going to win Tampa Bay.
I have him on the fantasy team, so that'll help me. Actually, I have a lot of fantasy players in this game.
He's probably one of the safest picks you could possibly take.
Yeah. We have another good game that I think is going to be another close one, too. I mean, we got quite a few close ones in here. We got the Rams at Detroit.
Wow. This is going to be an incredible game, but they're at Detroit. They're in that dome. I'm picking Detroit.
Yeah. I got to stick right with you. I think, again, so this is the return of Matthew Stafford to Detroit. I think he's going to be fired up, especially coming back from a minor injury last year. And that Rams team was very good and stuff last year. I think that injury really hurt. But I think Detroit's just got a tad more playmakers and talent on that team. And I think Detroit will win.
Very well. Last but not least, the New York Jets at the San Francisco 49ers.
Again, I think it's going to be another good game.
Yeah.
This is Monday Night Football. Weren't the Jets on Monday Night Football last year when Aaron Rodgers got hurt?
Yeah, hopefully it's not.
And the player that hurt Aaron Rodgers is playing for the San Francisco 49ers this year.
That's
kind of
really
weird.
Bad indication, but hopefully it's
not
the same
I
result.
think Aaron Rodgers will come out and say, look, I'm old, but I'm not done.
Not washed.
So, I think the Jets will pull off this victory and beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Breece Hall, monster game. Going to carry them, make Aaron Rodgers look good. Jets win.
Yeah. But going over all these games, I mean,
wow,
there's a lot of good ones. You got a lot of storylines, a lot of rookie quarterbacks, a lot of players changing teams, a lot of players trying to say, okay, I'm not washed up yet. I think Derrick Henry is going to prove that, okay, I'm old, but I ain't done. So, there's a lot of things looking forward to into this season.
Time to put you on the spot. We didn't do this yet.
All right.
Predictions for the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Your Super Bowl teams.
Oh, boy.
And who do you got winning? Your early season prediction. We'll take a look at it midway through the season as well.
I'm going to do 2 because obviously, 1, I'm going to add Baltimore in there. I'm going to do Baltimore. I'm going to do Baltimore versus Detroit. And I think my second one, if Baltimore don't win, it will be Houston.
Okay. Gonna do one with Philly. I want to see a dream happen. Philly and Baltimore, baby. Want to see that happen. If that doesn't happen, I firmly believe it'll be the Lions versus the Texans.
So we're kind of in agreement with that.
Yep.
So no PA Super Bowl?
No. Russell Wilson is washed. Justin Fields is going to take over halfway through the season.
All right, is there any crazy major storylines like trade-wise or injury-wise or... I mean, not that we hope for any injuries, obviously.
Yeah, we don't hope for any injuries. I
do
think at some point a team gets desperate and contacts and definitely trades for DeAndre Hopkins. I think that's probably the biggest movement we see.
I disagree with you. I think the biggest movement we'll see is Devontae Adams.
I would love to see that. I just feel like it doesn't happen. And to be honest,
I hope the team that gets him is right here in purple, buddy. I would love to see them go make a trade mid-season, be like, all right, we need it. Either that or he goes back with Aaron Rodgers to the Jets, or he returns home to Green Bay.
Boy, all those are great destinations and would be huge factors.
Some other storylines, I think, quarterbacks. Kind of like, when are we going to see Drake May take over?
Week 4, 5, probably.
I'm thinking like 10.
I don't even know if it makes it that long because I think they're just going to be like, screw it, after they realize
I was
how bad they are with Brissett.
Watching Good Morning Football, and they were saying like their first 8 games are murder's row.
Are they?
So I think that's why they
then that's fair.
Put Jacoby in to protect Drake, and I understand that.
But is protecting them always the best?
No, but also you don't want to just destroy their confidence right out of the gate.
I mean, you could justify that. You know, some of these teams have really tough matches the first game. I mean,
you're right. Looking down teams, like what quarterback controversy or battles do we have to?
Gardner Minshew could possibly lose his job at some point in Las Vegas.
You think Aiden will take over?
I would think they have to make that change if they're doing bad. Obviously, Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson's going to get unseated by Justin Fields at some point. I don't really see a whole lot of other quarterback controversies throughout the year. I think Minnesota stands pat with Sam Darnold all year.
They have to. I think long as Gardner's doing well in Las Vegas, he'll stay. If they're up there, and they want to make a big splash, maybe go get Justin Fields or, somebody like that.
There's only one real crazy thing that I think can happen.
Okay.
In New Orleans, if Derek Carr is that bad, you're going to see Spencer Rattler at some point.
Okay. I think it's a foregone conclusion that Daniel Jones will be benched at some point this year.
I hope.
And I think they will have the number 1 pick.
Wow, they're going to be that bad?
They're going to get, what's his name from Colorado? Shadur, yep.
It's a big move.
Trying to look down here. Anything else crazy? Seattle, I mean, there might be a battle there with Geno and Sam Howell. I think we might see Sam Howell at some point.
Interesting.
Carolina, I don't know who their backup is, to be honest with you. I think they're just going to struggle through with Bryce Young because they got to know if they're going to go into year 3.
Yeah.
Year 3 with him.
Does Joe Burrow make it through a whole season?
For the NFL, I hope so. For the Ravens, I hope so. I think he does.
Because I know health has been an issue. Talent has never been the question.
And I think one of the other ones is Cleveland. Whether they go to Jameis or not at some point. And Jameis would be out there in the market too. For a team that may need a quarterback.
JDR out there in the market too?
Who?
Or whatever that guy's name is, the Tom JDT or whatever. DTR.
Yeah.
Thomas Robinson. There we go.
Something like
one of those things.
Yeah.
The young guy behind Jameis.
Yeah.
Does he have the higher ceiling than Jameis at this point? We have lots of questions we don't have answers to because we haven't seen enough of these guys to really know. And is there anything left in the tank for Jameis?
That's true. True. What's your prediction? What week is Justin Fields taking over?
By week 8.
Okay.
I don't think it lasts long. I think Russell Wilson's washed.
All right. I think Russell Wilson's gonna. I'm gonna say probably after their bye week. I don't know when their bye week is, but that's what I'm gonna guess.
Makes a lot of sense. We're looking forward to a great season. There's tons of stuff going on. Obviously, we're going to support our teams heavy. We're looking forward to doing these predictions with you every week.
Yeah.
And good luck trying to beat us.
Yeah. How you feeling about all your fantasy drafts?
Some of them I'm feeling good. Other ones I'm like, man, the way the players fell, it very difficult.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty decent. I got one good draft that I feel pretty confident about. Some So that'll be fun. I'm in 4 leagues, so 4 leagues are always so hard because especially when you got one league you're playing your players, and then another league those players are on your opponent's team. It just really sucks.
Makes you sick to your stomach sometimes.
It really sucks. So you
tough.
could have Justin Jefferson in one league, and then the other league you're playing Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, it's like go off, but don't go off too much.
Right. So it really sucks. So yeah, we're gonna do this every week for the NFL picks. And when we do it, we probably will recap a little bit before we make our next week prediction. Just quick recap and some fun stuff. Like I said, there's a spot in the Discord I added for people that want to make picks and just an NFL chat if you want to join. I know some of you might not be wrestling fans that may watch and just want to join in for football. Cool.
That's right. And we plan on being truly committed to the football section. This is going to be a great season.
Yeah.
A lot to be excited about, but also a lot on the plate because, man, that's a lot of football to watch too, man. Football is back, baby.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, college Saturday, football Sunday, Monday. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of football.
We'll end up either doing our picks Tuesday or Wednesday of each week, so.
Keep an eye out for that. Looking forward to a great season.
It's a big football week this week because you got Thursday night, Friday night, college Saturday, and then Sunday, and then Monday.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
It's crazy.
But we love it. We love that football's back. It makes it super exciting.
And I did see a rumor that they're actually talking about starting the football season possibly next year during Labor Day weekend. Wow. Mm-hmm.
Talk about changes that would shock the world.
Yeah, so.
Start sooner, end sooner, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Or if they're adding a game, or however they're doing it. Are they adding a game? Taking away a...
I don't know. I
have a feeling they'll probably take away a preseason game and just add a game.
Yeah. I mean, because we really don't see the starters anymore.
Kind of mixed thoughts on an 18-game season. That's a lot of football in the regular season.
It is. I mean, they used to do that, so... We used to do, 18 and 4 weeks of pre? Right?
I don't remember us doing 18.
No? Okay.
No. We did 16, 4 weeks pre. But anyway.
I don't know.
Gonna be a great season.
They keep changing it. I just go with the flow.
Looking forward to it. Best of luck with your picks, sir, but I'm out here to whoop that hind end.
I don't know about all that. What are we gonna play? What happens for the winner?
I don't know. Maybe the winner has to dress in the opponent's gear and be embarrassed.
Oh boy!
How about that?
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And I dressed in Ravens gear one time. Took a nice little trip down to Baltimore and watched them lay a whooping on the Seahawks one time, so that was exciting.
Yeah.
But probably the last time you'll see me wear Ravens gear.
All right. That sounds good.
But all right, looking forward to that. We want to thank you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do what? Where's that at? Oh, ding, ding, ding. Make sure you get that so you get notified.
Quick shout out to T-Shirt Tenny, official apparel maker of the Critical Conversation Bros.
Funny Farm Apparel Company.
Yeah.
Great stuff. So. Shout out to Sam and Steph.
Yeah.
Very good friends of ours. They watch football.
Steelers, Rams.
I mean, they have questionable taste. Quality people. Shout out to Myers Meadows. Best football around. Great friends. I know John is a Cowboys fan. That family is horrible and sick in the head. I feel for them, but I still love them.
Yeah. We got Nick and Cody. I don't know who Nick roots for. Cody is a Steelers fan, so.
Man,
yeah.
Just lost respect for him.
That's all right.
Anyhow.
Shout out to my buddy Blaze. He is an Eagles fan, so.
Good man. And last but not least, I want to really take a moment and acknowledge my friend Joe, who is suffering from kidney disease, on the transplant list. Huge Eagles fan. I know he's going to be wild and watching. He's getting ready to put out a shirt to help with the fundraiser. I will be purchasing one myself because I want to support such a great guy. And shout out to the Eagles.
Shout out to Mark, who was down over the weekend from Texas, spent the weekend with us. He is a... I don't know, he was a Cowboys fan. Now he's a Packers fan because he got tired of Jerry Jones, and I'm sure a lot of people do. So
makes a lot of sense.
So, yes.
He's going to come up a little short, though. But we like Mark. We loved having him. It was great to meet him finally.
And all my other football fans.
Yeah. Looking forward to all the trash talking that we're going to have within our fantasy leagues with our friends. Shout out to all you guys. You're still going to lose.
At least on the positive side, my boss is an Eagles fan.
Yeah. At least he has a brand. Outstanding.
Jeez.
But all right, we thank you guys as always. Continue to grow with us. Make sure you find us on the other platforms, whether it be Discord, TikTok, wherever you need to go to find us. But make sure you continue to follow us on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, and it's none other than football season.
Yes, let's go.
Go Ravens.
Go Eagles.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thank you.